What is up, you guys? Today I'm going to be teaching you on how to get into the reefing hobby at an affordable cost as a beginner and how I did it. So me, I'm a big bargain guy. I'm always looking on Facebook Marketplace for used things that are in like new condition that I can get for a tenth of the price. So that was the case with this nanocube and kind of how I got into it. If you guys have been following, you know I had a little 55-gallon freshwater set up here in the past. And then I set up this thing wanting to get into saltwater. My wife wanted clownfish, and the rest is history. Anyways, I got this nanocube in like new condition, $150 on Facebook Marketplace. It's the Wi-Fi edition with the hood. It's got the all-in-one back filtration. So I put filter floss, carbon, and ceramic media back there. It's got 2 return pumps, a UV, and a heater. And that's it. Really, really simple. The stand I did buy new because it didn't come with a stand. So I wasn't very patient with this. I should have taken my time and looked for one of these a little bit longer on Facebook as the whole package. But I was kind of in a rush. I had a bunch of live rock sitting in a bucket and I didn't want it to sit in that bucket and have a whole bunch of it die off for a bunch of weeks. So I hurried up and bought a stand for it and got it up and running. All said and done though, this tank was under $500 to get set up for sure. Between all rock, filtration equipment, filter floss, stand, tank, under 500 bucks. Not bad. That's a really affordable entry to a hobby, in my opinion. Okay. Now, at the time, I still had my freshwater tank set up here. I ended up selling my entire freshwater tank on Facebook Marketplace, fish, plants, everything, $500 cash. So that was great. Believe it or not, every last thing you see here, I picked up for $500 cash. While I still had the freshwater tank here, I set all of this in this room until I could set it up. So everything you see here was $500. The rock was about $50. Power heads, I have a DMP that's gonna go here, that was $150. And then I had to buy a return pump for $150. The rest of this stuff came with the tank. I didn't have to do a single thing. Lights, hood, stand, sump, plumbing, skimmer, everything, $500. So this whole tank, by the time it's set up with a couple more lights, is gonna be well under $1,000 set up for a 90-gallon display with a 20-gallon sump. Brand new, this entire setup from the guy I got it from, cost well over $5,000 to $6,000, well over. And I was able to get the whole thing for $500. You just got to know what you're looking for, guys. You got to be patient. You got to take your time and you got to be willing to walk away if it's not the right deal. I had a previous tank before I came into this one. It was an all-in-one big acrylic tank. And I am so thankful I didn't end up going with it because acrylic would have been such a pain doing saltwater. I wouldn't have been able to get a skimmer in there and have this sump look. I walked away, despite it being, I think it was $100 for like a 120-gallon display, all-in-one acrylic tank. I walked away and I ended up getting the perfect thing about a week or two later. So anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Just wanted to share how I got into the hobby and then how you can also get into the hobby at a really, really, really affordable price, because a lot of people are going to be telling you the biggest barrier to this hobby is price. That's super true, guys. Some of this Vortec lighting stuff, you're going to spend a lot of money on that stuff. And if you can spend the money on that, great. I can. I just don't want to. It's supposed to be a hobby. It's supposed to be fun. I'm not trying to have it take over my life, which is why I also went with this size. So that when I do a water change, 10%, 20%, it's 10 to 20 gallons. Sure, could I have gone bigger? Yes. And will I probably regret not going bigger if I end up loving this hobby far down the road? Yes, probably. But guys, for now, take it as it comes. Don't go bigger than you can handle, because you know what? Maybe life gets busy. Maybe work ends up getting way too busy. Maybe I end up traveling for work and I can't maintain the tank. And now it's double the tank to maintain, and you lose motivation really quick. So make it fun for yourself, make it easy for yourself, make it cheap for yourself, and you're going to be in the hobby long term. Anyways, thanks for watching, you guys. Peace.